As the number of believers increased and the call expanded, the Quraysh became more angry and decided to use new methods to stop the call. They imposed an economic and social boycott on Banu Hashim to besiege and isolate them. The Muslims suffered from hunger and poverty during the siege, but they endured those difficult circumstances with patience and faith and continued to support the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, despite the challenges. In the 10th year of the mission, Lady Khadija, may God be pleased with her, died, and then his uncle Abu Talib died, which made the Prophet feel deeply saddened by the loss of his dearest supporters. In an attempt to spread his call outside Mecca, the Prophet headed to Taif, hoping for their response, but he was met with rejection and harm. Despite the abuse he received, he prayed for their guidance and only responded to them with goodness. After all the hardships and difficulties he went through, God honored his Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him, with the Isra and Miraj journey, where he was taken at night from the sacred mosque to the Al-Aqsa mosque. Then he was taken up to the highest heavens to see the great signs of God that would strengthen his heart. Despite the difficult conditions, the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, continued his call with determination and patience. The number of believers in the new religion increased so that Islam became a spiritual force in Mecca and beyond. After the persecution increased in Mecca, the Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, began to communicate with the tribes outside Mecca, and eventually found those who believed in him in Medina, and began preparing for the migration in a historic event. The Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, migrated with his companion Abu Bakr al-Siddiq to Medina, where they set out on a journey fraught with danger, but they were protected by the care of God. The Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, arrived in Medina, where its people welcomed him with joy and warmth, and began to build an Islamic society based on faith and cooperation. The Prophet, may God bless him and grant him peace, began to organize the new society, where he built the Prophet's mosque and established the foundations of brotherhood among the Muslims, the Muhajirin and the Ansar.